Alrighty guys, we're out here today and we are doing a ride review on the Rfloxa or Rfloxa 230mm travel Hawk33s for the Talaria MX5. So that's them there. You already noticed on the ride out here, we already noticed that the bike is raked up a bit at the front, but I think I like that, giving it a little bit more clearance on things and much more travel. We do have the drop crown as well. We've sat the fork higher up in the drop crown just to lower that front end down because it does go quite high, but I think this is the first proper review on these Hawk33s on the MX5. So yeah, here we go. So we're going to do our normal route. Definitely handles the drops a lot better than the stock suspension. Just remember, we have written on the tech E39 forks and rear shock as well, but now we're riding on the Rfloxa rear shock and fork setup, so we can compare it back to them and the stock suspension. Ooh, wasn't ready for that. Okay, so it springs up quite a bit, I noticed, compared to stock, because the front end is already sitting a lot higher, so it does tend to spring up. So you can catch you by surprise because it comes up quite quickly. It loves the downhill stuff now, being it having higher shocks, or higher forks I should say. Such a cool single, this one. Always loved it. I think we had to switch back there, didn't we? Yes, we did. Last time we were out here, we ran into a mountain biker and he had a massive go at us for being out here and whatnot. What he doesn't realise is he's not supposed to be out here either. In saying that, it does say at the entry, no dogs and no trail bikes. So this isn't really a trail bike. It's an e-bike. It's not making noise, it's not doing any of that stuff. So I think people need to be a little bit careful when they approach others on this track and get their stories right. Okay, this front end is a little bit harder to handle, I noticed, because it is a lot taller than stock. Turning the bike is a bit harder. Maybe we just got to get used to it because we're fresh out here at the moment. Yeah, front end is a lot taller. Just harder to keep your line. It doesn't turn as well, obviously, because the front end's up higher. But in saying that, handles those a lot nicer. It's definitely not too rigid. I'm finding it pretty good. Thanks, scraper. Okay, that was good. We definitely would have bottomed out on the stock forks there. These forks are handling it pretty good. Happy with that. That was nice. Someone's built this up in the past. Like, it wasn't like this. Yeah, someone's done this in like the past week or so. cool. Loves that. So he likes the jumps, I noticed. We're going to see how fast we can take it around our usual route that we go on, that we know back to front. And then we'll be able to really see what this, ooh, yeah. Front end is a little bit high, I will say that. Maybe we just got to get used to it because we're used to riding such a low front end. Actually, I kind of want to go up there. Definitely light. We're definitely liking the compression rate. We're liking the compression rate and we're liking the weight compared to the Tech 39 forks. The Tech 39s were like so damn heavy. I just found myself really trying to get those things under control. We got these things set up 55-pound spring rate. Clicker's pretty much backed all the way out because we ride tight technical stuff, not riding fast, heavy hitting stuff. So I'm finding these pretty good the way they're set up. Yeah, they're absorbing everything really nice. Much better than stock. I'm not getting the chatter that I used to get with the stock stuff. We're also not riding super fast, so we're still getting used to the geometry of this new setup. We're starting to get there a little bit more. Oh yeah, took that pretty good. Pretty happy about that. This is where they get really unhappy with me, is when I'm ripping up around the berms, up around that part. Oh yeah, that was good. Soaked it up, nice and easy. Whoa, Jesus. Launched off that, didn't it? Okay, so it's a trade-off. You're not going to go around the bends as fast as you used to, but you're going to be able to handle those bigger hits a lot better, like a lot better. So for me, I ride in Menai a lot. There's a lot of big hits, big rocks. But I ride everything, right? So I still want to be able to go around the corners faster. I just got to be able to brake better and not just strictly rely on power and body positioning. So you can still whip it around stuff. It's just a little bit taller, so it's a bit harder. Alright, this is where we ran into him last time, so I reckon what we'll probably do is we'll switch back, we won't go across the road. Yeah, it's definitely harder to turn, see that? Never have done that on the old forks. Yeah, love that. Almost overshot that one. I guess we haven't ridden this one in a couple of weeks, so... Oh shit. That was my fault. I think the bike's got too much power at the moment. Sorry if I'm not talking too much, guys. I'm literally just feeling this suspension out, so just enjoy the ride. And I'll give you a bit of an overview of that run in a sec. But right now, we're liking it, getting used to it a lot more. I didn't even have to do anything there. We just soaked it up, which is exactly what we wanted out of the suspension. We wanted a bit more compliance. Before it wasn't complying as much. High speed stuff tends to really love that. The bike feels more planted and stable. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't have to worry about it bottoming out when I do hard hits like that. I can just fly through this like it's nothing. Alright, we like that. Yeah, for sure. Definitely feels bigger. But definitely handles that part better. Ooh. Okay, that's dangerous. We are not used to that. It's really lifted the front up to where you don't have to try as hard to lift the front end up. That one I almost overshot it and whiskied it. I think we might back it down to 2. Go back down this hill here. I do like the fact that we haven't really bottomed out and we've been riding pretty hard. No bottom outs, it's a good thing. Oh yeah, loves that downhill bit there. Loves it. Two's no good. didn't bottom out there, that was good. Yeah, no, I'm used to this 228mm travel now. Ooh, I was going to send it off that. Not enough speed. Hey, that was a pretty good ride. Not much to complain about. These things are really compliant. What I might have to do is I might have to stiffen my rear suspension up because it feels too soft for the front at the moment. So we might just do that now. Okay, so we've backed the rear shock clickers out a couple clicks. That seemed to have made it more compliant with the front suspension. But we'll see when we're going up some stuff now, what it's really done and if it's helped a whole lot. Seems to be working nice. We'll whip around here. We'll go to our other track. Oh yeah, didn't overshoot me at all. Usually that jump will overshoot. Oh, yeah, nah. Any doubts that I had about this suspension, I take it all back. When I first hopped on it, I was like, oh, it's a bit raked out. Don't know if I like it. That was just because I was used to 203mm. This is better. This is better. If you learn how to ride properly with it, and I know there are some reviews out there that say no, it doesn't feel right on these bikes, shouldn't be 228mm, nah. I'm not saying that I know how to ride, but they're not pros. I'm not a pro either, but the pros that test these travel forks on these bikes say that they feel better. They just feel better on these MX5s for sure. So you just need to ride them for a bit and get used to them, so you can still whip it around stuff. Like, don't be scared. It's still very playful. Nothing to be scared of at all. We're still doing everything we usually do, but more, to be honest. Ooh, almost washed out there. Bloody sand. Yeah, see, that wouldn't have been bloody tree stumps. That wouldn't have been doable on my old forks. No way in living hell. I've not bottomed out once on these. Oh, yeah. I would have gone over the bars of my old forks there because I literally fell right into a ditch.
Alright guys, so we've had a bit of time now to reflect for about a week now on our ride with the new Rfloxa Hawk33 228mm fork for the MX5. Now, we absolutely love the height because we're not bottoming out on things now. It's just so much better when we're going over that big stuff. It absolutely eats up the jumps. Don't need to worry about sending it off anything big. It's going to handle it. It's very compliant. It's not shaking me around everywhere, and it's not making the bike all unstable and flicking out the rear end, and people complain about some chatter. I didn't get that at all. I love the way that they handle the bumps and all that stuff. And I think on those wider tracks where it's not as technical, where we usually ride, they're going to be awesome, flawless. But on the super technical stuff where you're trying to whip around things, and they're a little bit hard because we do have a drop crown and we have a 228mm fork. So it is now, 228mm travel fork. So it is now a little bit harder to turn. In saying that, as we rode the bike, we learnt to warm up with the bike and actually because maybe we weren't used to riding a taller bike, it was a little bit harder at the start. But by the end of the ride, as you can see, we were riding it pretty hard around trees and around like some pretty gnarly things. So all in all, I absolutely love these forks. Like, they look awesome. You know, they're just awesome. I think that they've handled everything really well out there. The quality and the fit and finish. Look at those triple clamps. Like, I don't think you get much better for the price point. You know, these are 1,500 Australian. Ride Panther, hit him up. Awesome gear, and just goes so good on this bike. So please like and subscribe, guys, and hope you're loving the channel. And we'll be doing some more We'll be doing some more videos coming up. I'm going to be doing a how-to wheelie video, and I'm going to do a part 3 or 4 or whatever it is on the wheel lift assist. So stay tuned.